So, what I was saying in the last video was you and I, as speakers of English, know that when you've got a sentence like give the ball and doggy to Rosie, well, we know that this phrase, the ball and doggy, that's all got to stay together in a chunk. That whatever you do to the ball, you're going to be doing to the doggy, and vice versa. Well, how do we explain how we know that that's all got to stay together as a chunk? Well, here's an explanation. We've got this invisible structure structuring that sequence of words. And we can see, yeah, no matter how you spin around this structure, the blue ball and the doggy, those are all going to stay, like connected to this little point up here. You can't break them apart. Well, that's how we know when I say give the ball and the doggy to Rosie, I know, oh, yeah, what you want me to do with the ball is give it to Rosie, and what you want me to do with the dog is the same thing you want me to do with the ball. Give it to Rosie. But give the same sentence to Kanzi. Kanzi gets that you're talking about the blue ball. Kanzi gets that you're talking about the doggy. Kanzi gets that you're talking about Rosie. And he gets that you want to give something to someone, but he's pretty much at chance about whether he's giving the blue ball to Rosie and just the blue ball, or giving the blue ball to the doggy, or maybe we'll try and give Rosie to the blue ball, because he doesn't seem to really grok that, oh yeah, the ball and doggy, those are all one chunk. And so, of course, that's the thing, both of those things together, that he's going to give to Rosie. And so the explanation of why this is that, oh yeah, Kanzi understands the meanings of each of these words individually, but he's not imposing any interesting kind of structure on them. He's just stringing them together in a straight line like this, the way they come out. And so he knows, oh yeah, so you want me to give something to Rosie, maybe, but sometimes maybe I'll just give her the ball. Maybe sometimes I'll just give her the doggy, but you just can't consistently understand that it's both the ball and the doggy. Whereas a little baby, you give them this sentence, boom, they know exactly what you're talking about, because at a very young age, babies seem to be imposing this really complex structure on the sequence of words that you're giving them. Same too with those cool home signers that Adger talks about in the reading. What's interesting there is that those home signers, they're not just putting words together in a sequence the way that Kanzi seems to be doing it. No, they're taking the signs that their families are producing, and even though their families aren't putting those signs together in a complex structure, those signers, they themselves, because they're just human babies, they see some signs and they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to put those together in a tree. I'm going to use recursion on that shit. And that's what makes them so different from Kanzi. So we've got this really cool difference between humans and any other animal we know about. Some animals, like bonobos or other apes, they can use abstract symbols. They can recognize what different words mean. They can even chain those words together to get pretty simple structures. So you can say, "Oh yeah, put the branch in the fridge," and they might be able to figure out, "Oh yeah, you want me to do something with the branch in the fridge? I guess you want me to put the branch in the fridge. Okay." But putting that stuff together in these really complex structures, in which I say something like, oh, the girl saw the boy with binoculars, boy, no other animal that we know of other than humans can understand that. To use recursion and create these very complex structures that we seem to create with language that you wouldn't know are there if you just pay attention to the words on the page. But the psychological evidence seems to indicate, as really young babies, we're born knowing, we're going to put this stuff together using recursion in this really interesting way in our minds. Apes can't do that.